Gretchen, I have always loved water slides.
Mhm.
And at Great Wolf Lodge, you can take your whole family on an unforgettable adventure with lots of water slides.
They've also got high-flying ropes courses, miniature golf, climbing walls, mini bowling, virtual reality rooms, and a massive arcade. That's just some of the things that everybody in the whole family can do. So bring your pack together and wolf out. Learn more at greatwolf.com, greatwolf.com. Book now and strengthen your pack at Great Wolf Lodge.
Lemonada.
I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is A Little Happier. I've talked about my Operation Knicks Knowledge, where I've decided to take a deep interest in New York City's basketball team, the Knicks. I wanted to see if I could make myself get interested in a subject, and I have. Going to Knicks games have led me to many questions, observations, and many trains of thought that I would never otherwise have had. For instance, I grew curious about jersey numbers. Did players get to choose their own numbers? I looked it up, and the answer is yes, within certain guidelines and restrictions. Interesting. Then, at a game in Madison Square Garden where the Knicks played the Denver Nuggets, I saw that Nuggets player Christian Braun's jersey number was 0. The fact that players could choose the number 0 for their jersey absolutely astonished me. First of all, I was surprised that 0 was considered a number for the purposes of basketball jerseys. This policy actually demonstrates an extraordinarily sophisticated understanding of numbers. The fact is, humankind was very slow to recognize the idea that 0 could be a number. How could nothing be something? The concept of 0 required a radical shift from counting concrete things to manipulating abstract symbols. While ancient traders could easily grasp owing someone 3 coins or having 5 goats, they didn't have the concept of 0 coins or starting from 0. This mental hurdle explains why many civilizations, such as the Romans with their elaborate numerical system, never developed a symbol for 0. And when we teach numbers to little kids, we start with 1, not with 0. 0 comes later. So I felt like a child or an ancient Roman when I said to my husband, Jamie, 0 isn't a real number. It's nothing. How can 0 be a jersey number? Not only that, given that players and people generally are often very superstitious, being identified as 0 or nothing struck me as something many people would consider unlucky. But despite my reservations, I learned that many players choose to wear the number 0 for various reasons. For instance, it's unusual. That is why some players prefer it. Others choose it because a 0 also looks like the letter O, which can be significant for them. Some use it to signal, I'll show you, to people who said they'd never amount to anything. Apparently, Christian Braun chose 0 because that was the number he wore in high school. He couldn't use the number he wore in college, number 2, because the Nuggets had required number 2. I don't know why he chose 0 in high school. Because I was new to the game of basketball, I noticed this peculiarity and was curious about it. My husband, Jamie, who has followed basketball his whole life, had never noticed anything unusual about the choice of 0 for a jersey. One of my secrets of adulthood is it's easier to notice the exceptional than the familiar, so to observe the obvious requires intense attention. Sometimes we see things more clearly when they're unfamiliar, because nothing is obvious or taken for granted. If you're intrigued by my secrets of adulthood, go to happiercast.com/secrets and you can learn more about my new book. How I loved writing that book. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and I hope this makes your week a little happier. From the Onward Project.